I still can't believe Team Skull was trying to steal the bus stop itself. I love these guys. Anyway, hello all the crazy people out there. My name is Dragonite. Welcome back to Pokemon Ultra Moon. Last time, there was a bit of a day off, I guess I would call it, where I recovered some from screwing up some recording things in major ways. And we also spent a lot of time in Festival Plaza and that kind of thing. And today we're going to go and finally take the bus up to the top of the observatory. So, over here, up to the top of the mountain, to the observatory, not to the top of the observatory. That would probably be a little dangerous. Anyway, what are we doing, Kukui? Check it out. You see that steep, jutting, majestic peak right over there? That's Mount Lanakila, the highest peak in Alola. It's a sacred spot, yeah, the closest you can ever get to the legendary Pokemon of Alola, said to be the Moon Incarnate. That's it, right there, on the peak of Lanakila. That's where I'll establish our Pokemon League. We'll get everybody who's finished their island challenges yet, and up there on the peak of Mount Lanakila, they'll battle against the Kahunas to become the Island Challenge champion. I've always valued our old traditions here in Alola, but it's time to make a champion in the whole world. Make a champion the whole world will recognize. It's time to get our own Elite Four and make our own Pokemon League. To think that someday the kiddos in Alola will be able to go from being the Islands Challenge champion to the world champion, and then when we have our own champion, they can show the rest of the world what's so special about Alolan Pokemon and their trainers, yeah? Alright, so again, we are spending a lot of words on, like, saying something that's not that, like, exciting, enlightening, or world-changing. And I didn't complain that much about it earlier in this Let's Play. Beat all the trainers on Mount Hokulani, and you're the Poppin', you're the like gym trainer of this route, or whatever I called you earlier. Yeah, so I wasn't complaining that much about how verbose everything was earlier in this game, but I feel like I'm gonna start doing that more and more. Just because, partially when I was like going to edit this, wow, I thought we were gonna be getting through a lot of things a lot faster than we were, and partially because like I realized that it is getting in the way of itself. Like, by the time we got to the explanation about the Festival Plaza, I just was mad at the Festival Plaza. And the Festival Plaza itself is pretty cool. And the part that isn't cool is how many words it took to get there. And I feel like I'm going to be a lot less charitable towards the whole thing from this point on. Anyway, the game still thinks it's my birthday, apparently. And it's still not my birthday. But anyway, Pokemon are in space, so before I go and fight the trainers on this mountain, I'm just gonna run around here and let's see if there's any stickers that I can peel off the wall or any items that I can pick up off the ground. Oh, you're the bus driver. If I want to go back, I can go and talk to you. I should be able to go there like by flying, right? I should just be able to fly down the mountain. Anyway, what about over in this direction? All right, here we have a sticker. It's 47. Assuming there's like 99 or 100 or something like that. Can I get... Okay, I can. Level ball. Assuming there's like 99 or 100 stickers or something like that. I'm almost halfway there now. We are very close to the edge. Samson Oak, what are you doing? Minior. Comes down from space like a shooting star, and the cores of these Miniors seem to shine in a number of different colors. They don't seem to be regional variants, but it's an interesting phenomenon nonetheless. Alright. Moonball. I assume that means that I can catch a Minior with a Moonball. Okay. Let's see, anything... No, nothing behind the Pokemon Center. Alright, I guess I'm gonna start going down the mountain and I'm gonna start fighting the trainers up here. It's pretty far to the next bus stop. Yeah, well, that is not a problem. I think we'll make it just fine. I was watching the parabolic antenna and found a trainer. Is that, like, a normal activity that people in this game participate in, just watching the antennas? Like, normally people would be watching the signals that come in through the antenna. Anyway, that's a Clefairy. It's another Pokemon that will evolve with a Moonstone and therefore be catchable at a higher catch rate in a Moonball. I wonder, does that actually also affect... we're gonna U-turn out because you're part fairy. Does that also affect, like their pre-evolution. So like, would Cleffa be easier to catch in a Moon Ball? Not that Cleffa has a very low catch rate anyway, but I actually don't know the answer to that. Your pre-evolution, since your pre-evolution evolves, I think by happiness, and not by Moonstone. Anyway, so Stored Power is gonna do nothing. It's a 20 power move when you're unboosted. I think I've mentioned how this works before. So, base power of 20 plus another 20 for every stat buff that you have. So if you use Calm Mind and get two boosts, one on special attack, one on special defense, that'll be 20 plus 2 times 20 is 60. And it really becomes interesting if you're +4 or more on any stat, because then it's actually going to be a higher power than a regular psychic move. Of course, you do have to work up to that point a little bit, which probably makes it less exciting than it would be ordinarily, but thank you for the shared experience, and we will be moving on. Alright, let's see. You are riding on top of a Mudbray. Alright, I guess, of course, I'm not the only one who can do that. Did I see a trainer down here? Or is this just a patch of grass where I can catch Pokemon? TM. Volt Switch. Okay. Don't think anybody on my team can learn that. It's the electric special type version of... I feel like there's got to be something hidden here. It's the electric type special version of U-Turn. Speaking of Cleffa, alright, you know what? Let's go and catch ourselves a Cleffa. Should I toss a Moonball at you just for the sake of doing so? I'm gonna go and use Fire Fang on you. That shouldn't KO you. And it KO'd you. Alright, if I find another Cleffa, I won't do that, and I'll just toss a Moonball at you. Pico's almost got a level there. Let's get out of here, and we can go on down the mountain. And there should be... I remember there being a couple of trainers up here. Fastball. So that works with Pokemon. I think it was base speed is higher than a certain threshold. Probably like 100 or so. Quick Ball. It's definitely probably the more useful version of that. There's a guy with a golf club just standing on that precipice over there. I don't think that's the safest place to play golf. Alright, let's go and fight this hiker. So, another thing that I definitely noticed when I was replaying parts of this game, I promise I'll stop talking about that eventually, but there definitely is lag in the menus. I don't think it's like frame lag. I don't think it's even regular input lag. I think it's the animation speed. Like, there is an animated transition between most, like, any inputs in the menu. You see, like, when I do this, like, there's, like, the cursor, like, does a little squash and stretch, and when you're in battle and stuff, the cursor will do squash and stretch. And, like, that's cool, but it feels like lag, and I really kind of hate it. So, that... I don't think I've observed that in other Pokemon games, even ones that came after this, ones that came before it. I think this is the only Pokemon game which I've really felt that in. It's definitely something that I feel in other games from time to time, and I feel like, when you're making a game, it's definitely easy to get tunnel vision on what you're working on. That was exhausting. When you're working on your game, it's definitely easy to get tunnel vision and, like, not notice those things because you're so focused on all the other stuff you've got to do to make a game. But, like, putting a game in front of someone else for, like, 5 minutes should reveal problems like that. I don't know how this keeps happening, not just in Pokemon, because I know that it's popular to dunk on Pokemon, but, like, in games in general, like, how stuff like that happens, because it just feels bad. Anyway, let me go and heal. And honestly, like, this isn't even a problem that's exclusive to games. It's fairly widely known by now that you can make your phone or whatever feel faster just by turning off, like, animated transitions when you open or close software or something like that. Whoa, I didn't expect this was gonna happen so soon. I mean, I should have known. But... Alright, what are we, level 34? Pico? Alright, Pico has evolved into Incineroar. Not gonna complain about that. That's gonna make the upcoming totem fight a lot easier. So Incineroar's data is going to be added to the Pokedex, and we have now filled out Litten, Torracat, and Incineroar's evolutionary family. And we got a nice red background there, I see. Alright, filled in all the Pokemon on a single page. I might have fewer Pokemon in my PC just having caught them ordinarily. Darkest Lariat, yes please, I think that's going to be... Wait, is that actually... Is that what I think it is? 85 power... 100 accuracy, immune to stat changes. Okay, that is stronger than Bite. What was I saying before this? I don't think I've got as many Pokemon just, like, caught in my PC as I did at this point in my original save. And the main reason for that is that one of the Pokemon that I was using was Arbok, and Arbok has Intimidate, and Intimidate does mean you run into random encounters less often. L-Gem! Alright, did not know that you were in this game. I'm just gonna go toss a quick ball at you and we can see about adding you to our collection. I'm not gonna try to attack you. Quick ball down here. I'm not gonna try to attack you, because I feel like probably anything that Incineroar could do to an L-Gem would kill it. Much like Cleffa that we met earlier. With 3 of my moves being super effective and 1 of my moves being, like, Stab, Fire Fang. Anyway, L-Gem has been caught. We are going to go and add your data to our Pokedex, and we can move on. But yeah, don't artificially introduce lag to your game or to your software in general by doing fancy menu transitions. It's not worth it. At the very least, give people the option to turn them off. It's really annoying. Alright, enough of that. We can go through all that, move on, pick this up. That is going to be a max potion. Okay? And alright, nothing on that rock. I refuse to use the item finder in this game because it sucks. But I will randomly click on rocks and stuff when I see them. Just if I think they look suspicious. Is there anyone else? I honestly thought there was like 1 more trainer on this route. 1 or 2 more trainers on this route, but I don't think there are. Alright. You are gonna be the bus driver who takes you farther down. I'm not gonna ride all the way to the base. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back up and I'm gonna fight the leader trainer on the top of the hill up here. Oh, that's another thing that I figured out what was going on with. The on route, I think it was route 5, route 6, the back of Melee Island, there's that one trainer who said that they would fight you if you fight everyone else, and I never went back for that. I never figured out who I was missing. Surf. Once you get Surf, you can do that. Yes, that was me. Alright, we're gonna be facing Z powers. Sure, yes. They don't know the meaning of the word moderation. Alright, this is gonna be fun. I guess after this I'll go and do that. I could have fought that, those extra trainers on Akala Island a while ago, so it's probably not going to be that hard, but it's been bothering me what exactly, like, I was missing for a while, and I think that's another thing that Sleg pointed out in the comments and I forgot about. And I'd like to go and do that eventually. So, let's see, that is an Alolan Persian, which I don't think I can really do anything super effectively to, so you're going to fake me out. Wait, you're a Dark type, aren't you, in this game? And Dark is weak to Bug. Alright, never mind. You're going to use Feint Attack. I'm going to use Leech Life. And Leech Life should go and do a lot of damage to you. Alright, almost took you down. That's fine. Can you use, like, a full restore or something so that Alright, I was going to say, if you heal, and if I use Leech Life again, I'll get more HP back, but... Instead, Persian can take that, and Pico is starting to run away in the level department here a little bit. So I think I'll try and give someone else a turn out front. Strun is going to grow to level 34, and Absol is up next. Are you going to use a Dark-type Z-move on me? Because your two Pokemon are Dark-types, so maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just stay in here. You're going to use Slash Critical Hit, as is Absol is wont to do with Slash. But we're going to go and, again, bring you almost down to killing you. But you're like... I don't know. I don't know if that's a damage roll. I don't know if that's just how life is right now, but... I didn't think Absol was that defensive. I would have thought Leech Life would have been able to one-hit KO you. You did not use a Z-move. You said you were going to use a Z-move. Maybe your AI just decided not to do it against another Dark type. Anyway. Pico is going to grow to level 35. Very nice. I think I'm going to definitely rotate you out of the lead right now just to give someone else a turn. Foos is going to grow to level 31. And you're going to give me money for that. You got some good Pokemon. Alright. TM95 Snarl. That's going to lower the target's special attack. It used to be Zoro and Zoroark's signature move, but I don't believe it is anymore. Pico can probably learn that. I don't think I want Pico to learn that, because it's a special attack. Pico's a physical attacker. Alright, let's go and Charizard Glide back to over here. Route 8 it is, not Route 6. And we can go and do a little bit of something with Surf. And then we can go and fight the Root Trainer. And I believe the place where I can go and surf is going to be out on this part of Route 8. And if I come down by this, like, volcanic area... Is that a Wimpod? I forget what I have to do to actually fight that. If I come out by this volcanic area, there's some water, which I missed earlier. And there's some rocks which I can smash through. Anything over here? I feel like... Let's see what this is, I guess. I feel like at some point when I was surfing earlier, I went past an item in the water that I feel like I should have seen, but I don't think I did because I don't remember it being there. Alright, you're a level 19 Tentacool. I could have definitely come here earlier. Let's go and Fire Fang you. Anyway, like, I can't remember where that was. Oh, there's a guy up here. Wait. I wanted to switch someone else out into lead, but I guess that's not going to happen. So instead, we're going to fight. What are these people doing here? Alright. You guys don't have any explanation, you're just out here training or something. So, I think that was the last trainer on this route. And, oh, was it this thing? Was this the one that I saw? That's a Waterstone. Alright, if you want to evolve an Eevee into a Vaporeon or any number of other Waterstone-based evolutions, that's how you would get yourself a Waterstone. Anything else out here? Don't see anything, so I'm just gonna jump out of the water. We're gonna go run all the way back to the earlier part of Route 8, and we can probably fight that one trainer. That's probably not gonna be that hard of a fight. The one that I did with the trainers on the island wasn't that hard of a fight, but if we go and come all the way out over... Was it you? Yes, alright, so it's you. We're gonna fight you. Alright, you got a Z power too, or at least you're threatening with... Alright, again, not too intimidating. Definitely could have come here like 10 levels ago, but... TM58 Skydrop. Alright, that's a move that I definitely will not be learning. Yeah, I need to remember to actually come fight these, like, boss trainers. Boss trainer, that sounds good. What was I calling them earlier? Gym trainer? That doesn't really make sense. I really do need to make a point to come out here and fight these guys. Because they do give you TMs, and they do tend to have decent Pokemon that give you decent experience, but I think we can go fly... Can I fly? Oh, I can't. There's no fly point at the observatory? Alright, I'll just fly to Route 10 and then take the bus. I'm gonna end this off here. My name is Dragonite. This has been Pokemon Ultra Moon. Next time, we are going to... Oh, we are at the top of the observatory. Next time, we are going to go and fight the totem in there, whatever that happens to be. You should all go check out Wizarducks and the Lost Hat, which is one of the games that I like to work on when I'm not doing YouTube stuff. Link to the Steam page can be found down below. I hope you all enjoyed that, and I will see you all later.